Hello friend, and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm so grateful for all the people that joined during my hiatus. I am back and I really intend to share a lot more on this platform and to take you along on a journey. I've really missed you. I've really missed posting on here, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been inspired by various things, inspired to move on in your making journey, whatever it is, if it's sewing or knitting or crocheting, which are all of the things that I personally do and love. And I have been sharing a lot more on Instagram, so if you're interested in following me there, feel free. My handle is @themakingsky, and yeah, just if you wanna see what I'm up to, or just have a chat, or ask me anything, feel free to follow me there. I really enjoy having a lot of making friends on the internet. It has been a really big blessing to my life personally, and I just wanted to share with you what I've been up to the past months. I think it's been 10 months since I last posted a video on here. I've been posting some shorts, which you can also find on my Instagram, but I haven't really posted a long form video on here just because, I don't know, I just felt discouraged. I felt I didn't have a lot of time to document my makes or to show you certain things. Just because of work. I think everyone can relate, having a 9-to-5 and then having maybe a partner and friends and all these different people you have to, or you want to cater to as well, and then a hobby that you really love but is extremely time consuming. So that was, or kind of is, my situation, which I just want to let you know. Maybe you can relate, and it's not easy, but I think it's so important to really find time, or make space for the things you love doing, and not letting that hold you back. So that's my mindset at the moment, and I really hope to follow through with that, and to really be intentional, and maybe my sharing process, because making stuff isn't not always the problem. I always do stuff behind the scenes, but I really have a hard time sharing stuff that I make, so I really want to be consistent with that as well. So yeah, thank you a lot for hanging around, just hanging around for encouragement. I'm really grateful, and I hope not to stop. I hope to continue on this journey. Well, what have I been up to the past few months? I've been sewing a lot more. I think ever since I started sharing my makes on Instagram as well, I've been really doing sewing a lot more and experimenting, and it's been so much fun. Maybe you can share some of those makes on the screen here. It's been a really, really interesting journey, enlightening journey for me personally. I've learned so much. I've dared myself to do things that I've never done before, with sewing especially. And I think I've learned so much more. I made my first pair of of proper pants last year, and I'm so proud of them because I really took my time with this. I didn't rush. It really helped me to come up with a product that I really enjoy wearing, that I'm proud of, and that is also coherent with my personal style. And yeah, and that was the turning point for me to intentionally make garments, not just to make garments for the sake of it, but to make things that I do identify with in my personal style, to make things that I really have the feeling that I need in my wardrobe, to analyze my wardrobe and to see what thing I can bring into that that would enrich my style, you know. And yeah, I think that is really important, to know what you have and to figure out what you need to make your wardrobe wholesome and fun place to, yeah, dress yourself, I guess. Yeah, that's the journey I've been also on. I know a lot of journeys, a lot of different journeys, but yeah, I've always been on a sustainable approach to fashion, so that's also something that I wanted to reflect from my sewing and my making as well, not just to make things, but to make valued items that I really enjoy wearing as well. So yeah, that was my overall making experience and sharing experience on Instagram. And recently I haven't really felt like sewing. I have to say, I haven't felt drawn to sewing, which has a lot of different reasons. Maybe lack of sojo, as you may say. I haven't, like, the last project I finished sewing was in January. I sewed my birthday dress, which I'm really proud of. I made the Vicky Sews Lacy pattern. It's a slip dress with like a design on the side with buttons, which I really love. It's a piece that is timeless, that is sleek, that is elegant and sexy, and I love this dress really much. I sewed that in the middle of January for my birthday, and I haven't sewn anything since. I've been really focusing on my knitting, and I've been knitting a lot. I've learned so much about knitting. I made a sweater. The first sweater that I made was in October. I finished it. I knitted the sweater. I can show you on screen as well. I knitted it flat, like I sewed 4 flat panels, I guess, and then I sewed those panels together and knitted the collar of the sweater, and I really enjoyed the process. I learned a lot about shaping the neckline and stuff, and yeah, it was like just plain stockinette. Stockinette. Very simple. I knitted it on 4mm needles, and yeah, as you can imagine, it was really time consuming, but I took my time with it, and I'm really proud of the end result. And yeah, and then I was really craving to knit something after Christmas, or after New Year's. I was really craving to knit, like to really start this knitting journey. I traveled to Amsterdam and went to different yarn stores. I didn't buy anything, to be honest. I didn't buy a yarn because it was so expensive, and I felt like I am not there where I'm not where I want to be in knitting. I just knitted literally one sweater, and I can't afford like to buy like 25 euro worth of yarn, like a skein, you know, per skein. So I said, okay, maybe I should just get into knitting first, like to learn stuff, to develop myself in knitting a little bit more before I delve into buying more expensive fibers. So yeah, I came home. It was hard. I was really damn near to getting 5 skeins of a really pretty red hand-dyed yarn, but I decided against it. I just tried to be very logic about it, and I didn't want to invest that much having just started my knitting. So I came back, and I still had a lot of acrylic yarn from my crochet projects at home, and I was so eager to knitting my husband a sweater. So well, in the midst of a very grey winter in Berlin, I used a greyish, beigeish type of acrylic yarn, and I didn't enjoy it at all. I really hated it. I knitted a lot, but what gave me the final push off the edge was when I noticed that it was a raglan sweater. I noticed that I took the raglan way too far down, so the armhole ended up getting way too large, and it didn't look good. And that was the moment that I decided I'm not gonna knit this anymore, because it was just it was not enjoyable. The yarn was not nice. I felt so like kind of sad knitting it because of the color and because of the weather outside, and everything was just gray, and this was gray too, and I was just over it, and I gave up. And yeah, it felt good. It felt good to not do it anymore. Although I'm a person, I like to stick to things and follow through with them. So on that end, it didn't feel good, but it felt good to just let it be, let it rest for some time. I guess I'm gonna pick it back up in some time. I have it here, I put it to rest, but this is how it's looking. And maybe for you, it's not as bad, but for me, I felt like the armhole is way too large. It's like I can fit 2 arms in here, and yeah, it's not a horrible color, but in the season I would have to unravel this whole sweater. Maybe, I don't know if you have tips for me, but if there is another option for me to fix this. But I can't have the arms be this big. It's not like, or maybe I can try reducing, doing like decreases to the armholes, and maybe that could work out. But as it's looking right now, it's not cute at all. But yeah, I already finished 70%, so the motivation of unraveling all of this is pretty slim, to be honest. But yeah, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot while knitting this up, and it was fun. It was really fun to see how the raglan is coming out. I was really excited about the raglan thing because it just blew my mind that you could knit a sweater without having to sew every panel separately and sewing them up and then making the neckline. It just blew my mind. So I was really excited to, oh my god, I have to try this out. And I used Ashley Lily's tutorial for that, for this raglan sweater. And yeah, I think it's really easy to follow. As I was saying, I left this sweater be and I decided to do something very colorful. I was pinning a lot of red cardigans on my Pinterest board. I was really drawn to the color red for some reason. I don't know what, but I pinned different cardigans that had the color red, and sweaters that had the color red, and I kept pinning it, and I felt like, okay, if I keep pinning this color, this construction cardigan, maybe I should make it because something in me tells me that I really want it, so maybe I should make it. And then I ordered yarn and started knitting this up, and I followed again a tutorial of Ashley Lily's on YouTube. She has a tutorial, maybe I can link it down below because it was really helpful for me. And she also has a pattern, a written pattern, and I think it's a really nice combination to have, especially if you're like getting into knitting and wanting to read and understand written patterns. That can really help to have this go alongside, because you then understand what the written pattern means and how you can translate that for yourself, you know, in knitting. So I'll definitely link it down below if you're interested. And I had to do some adjustments, little adjustments in the gauge because she used a lot more thicker yarn that I ended up using. And I did some adjustments with the button holes because I didn't like the little holes, so I wanted to have like a straight buttonhole, and I did that, and it worked out really nice. But maybe I should show you the cardigan before I continue talking. It's right here, and this is how it's looking. It's really pretty. I love it. Maybe I can wear it for you to see how it really came out. Looking at this makes me happy. I really like this cardigan. I love it. Like is understatement. I love this cardigan. It keeps me so warm and toasty, and I love the vibrancy of the color. Yeah, the yarn I used was the Hobby Friends wool and the color tomato, and I combined it with Drops brushed alpaca silk in coral, I think, and it ended up giving me this type of dimension, and like it's a different, like it's not just a red, but it's like giving this corally color shining through. It's kind of, sometimes it shines through in orange, sometimes it shines through rather pinkish, but I love the dimension that I have, and I love how this keeps me warm. It keeps me warm, especially in the depths of winter in Berlin. It can get really cold, and snuggle up in this. I don't have any issues with coldness. I don't have any issues. And yeah, I chose to use these buttons. I got them in the craft store. These are actually not the buttons that I would have gone for if I would have found like some other type of buttons. I was looking for like I don't know how they're called, but like tortoise type of button, but I didn't find them. But these are the closest I could find. Really pretty, and they work for this cardigan. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. And yeah, I really saw the difference that blocking made to a knit garment. This was the first time. I never understood the concept of blocking, but I kept seeing people on Instagram blocking their items, their finished items, and I felt like, okay, maybe it would, because when I finished it, it was really stiff and it would like curl inwardly like this, and you couldn't see the bottom band, and this really disturbed me, and I felt like it didn't lay the way it's supposed to lay. So I decided to block it. I put it into like soapy water, nothing fancy, no wool wash or something, just soapy, like little bit of liquid detergent, and then I soaked it in there, and like the color came out a little bit, it bleeded, but it was fine. Soaked it in there, washed it, and then I threw it into the washing machine. I didn't wash it, but how is it called? In German it's Schleudergang. It's like, yeah, the tumble dryer. Yeah, tumble dry. I tumble dried it, and then I laid it flat on a towel and let it dry like that, and I placed it the way I wanted it to lay. And after it dried, I could immediately feel a difference. It was so much flowier and nicer and just lay so beautiful on the body. And that was my turning point, that blocking is a must for knitted items. Definitely a must, and probably also for crocheted items. But yeah, I'm turned. I'm a different woman right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think I'm gonna keep it on because yeah, I kind of like the color moment right now. So what I'm currently working on, this is turning into a knit podcast, which I also enjoy watching. Maybe I should start one. If you're interested, maybe I should start one. But yeah, I'm currently working on a zip-up sweater, and I love this blue. Look at this blue. Look at this blue. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's everything. It's everything. I don't know what it is with colors, but I love it. I love color. I love color. I had the realization that I love color, and I'm gonna stick with color. Yeah, definitely. I love my neutrals. I love my blacks and whites, beige, but I do love me some good color, and color suits me. Color makes me happy. So I feel like the past few years, for the sake of sustainability, I gravitated more towards like neutral items because I felt like they are much more versatile than colored clothes can be. But yeah, by doing that, I ignored my colorful side and my creative side, and which is like, it yearns for color, it loves color, and yeah, I thrive in color. So I decided to make items that are also colorful, staples that I can combine with the existing wardrobe that I have. So color can be very sustainable as well. It's just the way you handle it, and I'm not trying to become a maximalist. That's not my goal and not my intention, because I want to deliberately choose the items I want in my wardrobe, and I don't want to have a too big wardrobe. I just want to have what I need, and that's what I'm going for at the moment. But that was a side note. But yeah, let's look at this again. It's a zip-up sweater, and this is my first item that I self-drafted. Yeah, I know. I self-drafted this. I felt like after making this and attempting the sweater, my husband's sweater, I felt like I learned so much that I could see myself making something from scratch without a pattern. Because I understood certain things and I already had like a understanding of garment making from sewing, that I just tried something out, you know? And I've been seeing and pinning zipped up sweaters a lot on Pinterest as well. I've been seeing it a lot. I've been seeing other people make them. And I felt like I need this. It's a casual, it's a beautiful, like I like the detail of zipping up a sweater. Like it's cool, or even wearing it like this, but it looks a little bit it looks crazy at the moment because of all the loose ends floating above. It's not done. It's remaining the zipper. I haven't found the right zipper yet. I wanted to maybe order a zipper, but then paying shipping fee for just one zipper is not ideal and also not sustainable either. So I have been putting off going out because I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm sick. I caught the Rona, and yeah, not cool at all. I'm really tired and I'm really trying to push through this video. But yeah, I'm going to go out and search for the perfect zipper. And yeah, this is how it's looking. But maybe I can wear it for you guys so you can have a little bit of a sneak peek moment. You guys, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really like sad that I didn't do this sooner, but I enjoy talking to you. And thank you that you're still hanging out to this moment. I really appreciate you. But okay, wearing this. So this is the facing. Just ignore this. It's gonna go on the inside like this. Oh, yeah. So what can I say about this sweater? I'm gonna show you. It's a drop shoulder sweater with the shoulder seam, and I really like that. I looked at it and I didn't like how it was looking, but I think I was just a little bit too harsh on myself. It's for the first self-drafted sweater. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, I think you'll have a better you have a better view on it when it's completely done. I'll definitely share this with you when it's completely done. And maybe I can start a knitting podcast, because that's definitely something that I picked up this winter that I really am vibing with. I'm really enjoying knitting, but I'm still sewing. I will continue sewing. I love sewing, but I felt like in a winter it was such a soothing thing for me to do, and comforting, and just a joyful moment that I really enjoy, and I'm not gonna look back. I think I really got like cute such a beautiful needle set from my husband. That was such a thoughtful gift. I didn't really specifically ask for this, but he got it anyway because he was seeing that I was so into like knitting stuff, and he went out of his way and got me a set, which I'm really happy with. I wouldn't have thought that he would know my taste, and I didn't like give any brand suggestions. I think I had a Christmas wish list, and there was a needle set on it, and it was a needle set by CNET, but they were like just a set of 4. And I think he saw that and he thought it was too little and I would need more needle sizes. So he went to a store and got me a different one. I'm not mad at it. I'm not like, maybe because I've not gotten like really into knitting, but I'm happy with the ones he got me, to be honest. I'm really grateful for them and they are really great. I've used them in this project and in the cardigan, and they're knitting really, really well, and that's all I could wish for in a needle set. I am trying to just keep it minimal, and they're the only needle sets I'm going to be using going forward, unless I would like start knitting socks or something. But yeah, so that's it. That's it, friend. Thank you for hanging out, for listening, for your interest, and I've had a really lovely time, and my mood is already like up like times 10 just talking to you and sharing what I made and what I'm up to. I'm looking forward to the next videos. I hope you're looking forward to that as well. Thanks for hanging out again. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week.